Okay, so I was getting ready for this video. Stirring the paints, turned the camera on, was getting ready to go, and my stomach started growling so loud that I actually had to stop what I was doing and go get something to eat. If you don't believe me, roll it. Yeah, not my finest moment. So, you know what? I decided today I want to do just an old-fashioned dirty pour. Just a dirty pour, straight up. That'll be the easiest thing you can do is a dirty pour. So these are my colors today, my main colors. Who do we have here that's metallic? Well, basically these three. This is, what is, oh, Chroma Acryl, my favorite molten metals line, Chroma Acryl. This one is the Xanadu Gold. That's what that is. This is the Color Shift from Folk Art. Boop. This red right here. And I think it's Red Flash. Is that what it's called? Yeah, whatever. And then this one is also Folk Art, the blue here. And they have a good metallics line. And whenever I'm out at my old studio that's all packed up, which is very rare because it's in the boondocks, I try to grab a little bit of this and that here and there because I don't have a lot of storage space here, but I want to paint. So this was in one of those boxes. I hope it's still good. I don't know. And then this teal motif, that's one of the Bear paints that's been very good to me. I'm also going to put my white in there. And I don't have any black. So today, what am I using? I think it's the FW Inks. It's a black. And I put in a little bit of pouring medium. I'm just going to drizzle that a little bit. I don't want a lot of black in there, but I do want a little definition. And I basically put all of these paints in Deco Arts pouring medium. I got a good price on it the other day, so I thought, what the heck? Because I did a review of it a couple of months back, and I was pretty impressed with it, and the price is good. So finally got my white. Boom. That's my favorite white. I've used a lot of different whites, but I always go back to Liquitex Basics. One of the things about it, though, if you've never used it, is when you're stirring up your paints and you're adding your pouring medium or Floetrol or whatever you use, do this up ahead of time, set it aside, because it does continue to slightly thicken. So right before you pour, always check your white, because there's been, yeah, that's a lesson learned many a time, going to the white and finding out it's a lot thicker than it was 15 minutes ago. So I'm going to get these all ready and get the pouring, and we're going to do this, okay? Okay, we have no silicone on this today, but I'm seeing stuff happening, so. These colors are great. That's a lot of paint. And weirdly, I am getting cells. Let it spread a second. Look at that color. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I know it's hard to see. I mean, you can see the vibrant color from far away, but there's some little stuff happening that's pretty cool. That teal, what is that? Teal motif. That is such a pretty color. Yep, and I did. These are a little bit thin today, but I'm cool with that because this is just a small piece. Ooh, I don't want to lose all that, because that corner is kind of cool. Now this is a gallery canvas, so it's pretty thick, so I want to get it a good run down the sides, and I want to bring some of this corner back down. I want to stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Bring Being very careful as I'm tilting right now because there's a lot of paint on my hands and I do not have a good grip. And it will slide and crash and burn, so I'm going real slow. I'm stretching it this way because there's some really amazing stuff on this side. These colors are pretty too, but I want to get more of this. Okay, now I've got some corners to clean up, but I gotta change my gloves first. You really want to use a popsicle stick or something to pull the paint off and put it, you know, just pour it back down like that, let it just drop by itself and it'll look natural. If you use your fingers, it muddies up the paint and it may or may not get covered, and if it doesn't, it kind of looks like a blight and ends up, yeah, you'll not be happy. Okay, so I was taking the camera down so I could show you this close up, and my neighbor decided to crank up his Harley for like 15 minutes. He just left. We can commence. But yep, there's some, it's not fantastic, but there's some cool spots in this. And there's metallic-y, so when they dry, they will be pretty cool. I love this corner. Focus. Oh, it's too shiny to focus. Well, crud. Well, you can see some of it. See, one thing though is that red. That tells me it sat way too long. See how it's breaking up over there? I mean, it didn't ruin it, but yeah, you can really see it there. Still made it kind of a cool design, but that means there was some issues with that paint because it sat in a little box in my old studio through a hot summer and then through a cold winter with no heat, no air conditioning. So that bottle's toast. I do like this one though, not too shabby, but oh, note to self, that teal motif from Behr Paints, back off on that because it likes to take over. But it's a great color, isn't it? So there is that, and we'll come back tomorrow, take a look at it after it's dried for at least 24 hours and see what we got. Okay, so this is the next day. Look at the edge on that. Ooh, love that edge. Get out of the light. It's not great, but it's a start for something else. Actually, I've kind of decided what I want to do with this. Let me show you. Went and grabbed my black micron, and I've got a gold as well. I'm gonna do some Zen Doodle on this, I think. If that's something you'd be interested in seeing in a video, let me know, because normally this is something I would just sit down at night with and play with. So you tell me what you want, okay? Sorry about my spring cold sniffle. Thanks for your support. Thanks for hitting that like button, that subscribe button. I have the best subscribers ever. We're just on this side of 5,000. Thanks again. See you next time.